Alright guys, we're going to be on HALLUF for this one. I did 3-mark the 5916, that's the vehicle we're going to be in for this particular game. I 3-marked it on Malinovka a few days ago. You'll see this video, of course, weeks from now. But I did 3-mark this vehicle, and I'm not going to bring you the 3-mark game because the 3-mark game was really boring. All I did was sit in a bush on Malinovka for like 3 or 4 minutes. And then we got YOLO'd by an enemy AMX 1357, I think it was. And I also got whacked by like a tank destroyer and I died. But I got like 2,500 combined out of it, so we 3-marked it there. What I'm going to show you instead is 2 other games. I think I have this one and one other one in the 5916 that I played in the session getting up to the 3rd mark, and then I'll also have the 3rd mark game for the VK2801 because we 3-marked that as well. So I'm showing you this bush one more time on El Haluf. I really like this area. It works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. People have reported to me in the video that I do showing this bush like, yeah, it doesn't really work for me. And other people are like, I got 4 or 5K spotting there, so it worked for me. It's hit or miss, guys. Like, a lot of these locations can honestly be hit or miss. The T-52 is YOLOing in here, and thank God this T-52 comes down to help me, and he's saying, like, I'll help you. And I end up going after this guy with the T-52, and we're able to clean this guy up. So this is how I see this map. It's kind of like a brawl down here, and you really have to play it like that and understand that that's what it is, right? We ricochet the T-52, the STRV-74 is shooting HE for some reason, and we're able to clean this guy up. But I would urge you guys to see this sector of the map, specifically like EF8 area, as a brawling sector. It's too big of a circle. Like this area, it's kind of a brawling sector, right? And a lot of people don't play it like that. So what ends up happening is usually you'll have one team that'll kind of push it and another team that's just very, very passive. And in my eyes, like, this is kind of for hull down. So you have ABC 123, that's for hull down mediums, heavies, and also brawling tank destroyers. And then you have this area that's basically the same thing, right? You have a fight here that should be between like lights, fast mediums, and stuff like that. And that's why I'm so timid to go out here, because so many people don't understand that this should be a brawling zone. I think that's the way Wargaming has designed it, to be a brawling zone. And instead what people do is they all just camp in the back, and you end up taking your light tank out there, and one team kind of sees it as a brawling sector. They send like 2 mediums out there or whatever, and you melt off the map. So that's why I'm lucky that the T-52 was there to help me, but I'm so passive on this map, man. And I take this bush like all the way back here because I know that sometimes people will push this area. Now, I think we did it right here. The VK helped push the T-52, and they've kind of taken that area of the map, and they're not currently getting poked on, right? I call it poked on, like from other tank destroyers in the back or whatever, because that's pretty much all that's there is the Pollock and the T-78, and the Jagdpanzer kind of had to retreat. So instead, what I'm going to do is now use my mobility and push into the ABC 123 area. This is something that I feel like a lot of light tankers wouldn't do. They'd rather try and push this maybe, but I would like to get rid of the KV-2 and also the Su-100. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here, eliminate the Su-100. I get 1 into him here. I think I end up having to get 3 into him. So I hit him again, and then as this guy turns around, I just make sure I focus that shot. If he hits me, it's fine, man. I know they hit fairly hard. And then the KV-2 starts looking my direction, and it scares the crap out of me when these guys look at you. And then he starts coming towards me. I can see him on the map, and I'm like, yeah, I should just fall off this cliff. And then he starts going down. I probably would have been okay, but I don't want to risk it, so I take 184 fall damage here and then another 12, so like I take 200 damage, but it is what it is, and I'm going to go around this way instead. Like, I don't want to get whacked by the KV-2 and one-shotted, right? So I go this way. I'm almost positive this is the direction the KV-2 is going, just from how I saw him on the map last, right? It looked like his tank was kind of starting to go this way, and this is just something you have to pay attention to on the map, man. You know, it's like a 2 + 2 = 4 thing for me, and I just kind of assess it, and I go, all right, he's likely going to come down the 2 line instead of the 1 line, and we're able to get the jump on him there. Help the T-3485 and the Nashorn, and now we can now push up into the Pollock and stuff, right? Because this is easier in my eyes. Once we have ABC 1231, this is easy, man. We just push into the enemy team. We have the whole map, right? Gonna take shots in the Jagdpanzer, gonna take shots at the AMX-13. Tough shots, man. They really were. And then this Artie appears over here, just trying to run around him, and we clean him up, and that's the game. So I would really urge you guys to pay attention to the map on HALLUF. If you have an opportunity to push and flank on the ABC 123, do it. That's the main reason why I'm showing you this video, and I don't even know if I do have emplates for this game. So it was a first class, 1690 spotting, 1428 damage. A good all-round game for the 5916, and this is one that brought my mark up pretty high, man. I think we got like 1% out of this or something, so it got me very close. I was 94-ish% right after this game, and then we get the maybe one more game and then that Malinovka game, and I marked it. But I don't want to show you that game, man. I just want you guys to learn something, so I figured I would show you this one instead. And I did have this thing set up, so I had optics in the scouting slot, low noise exhaust, and V-stab for one, and then I just swapped out the V-stab for binocs on another, but I actually didn't like this. I think I ended up pulling off optics for like vents or something, bounty vents, but you have to run V-stab on this thing, man. So on the maps where I know I'm going to be spotting, I just ran the binocs and then these two. But if I was going to be on a map like HALLUF, because this map's kind of garbage, right? Always run the V-stab, guys. Like, the V-stab is going to benefit the Chinese lights heavily, because the Chinese lights, man, they cannot hit crap on the move, and the bloom is always so big on these things. I know the aiming time says 1.81 over here, but I'm telling you, like, it's just the dispersion on the move of these vehicles, especially the WZ-131, which I've been playing quite a bit recently, actually. I do like that vehicle, but then I went to 3-mark these 2 tier 6s, but it's a good tank, man. It's just the accuracy. Like, the accuracy on the Chinese lights, guys, is so trollish, man. You need to run V-stab on those things. And then this is how I had the crew set up, by the way. So we're working on Brothers in Arms, and I kind of do like this new layout they have for the crew. I mean, it didn't really change anything, it just looks different, right? And we're running concealment, like full concealment, situational awareness, snapshot, smooth ride, recon. That's it, pretty standard. I mean, nothing crazy here, and we 3-marked it doing this, guys. So this was about what it was looking like. I know there was a few more battles. It took us like 160-something battles, but 63% win rate, and I averaged about 810 damage over around 161 battles. I think something like that when we 3-marked this vehicle. So that's all. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.